Okay, so who do we got? I don't even have this laptop set up for... I know you can't, Santiago. I haven't shared anything yet. Once I share it, I'll say I shared the screen. And then if you still can't see it, you can tell me again. This class moves by so quickly. Okay, I've got Angel, Emily, Jesus, Junior, Karen, Kevin, Lisa, Marisol, Randy, Ruby. Okay, so we're finishing up probability. You should have about 3 or 4 things to match on your screen. It says think about a number cube. So if you have a number cube, what is the probability of getting an even number? How many even numbers are there? Out of how many? And don't forget to simplify. Use your paper. Use your pencil. Nice job, Yulivani. ¿Cuál es la probabilidad de sacar menos de 5 en un dado? Let's go. At this point, if we're still having trouble with this is our second test on probability tomorrow. Nice job, Yulivani. I have a whole bunch of people who haven't started. Those of you who haven't started, let's go before I kick you out. Thank you. I'm still missing Junior and Yair. And open up that notebook.
Ok, ¿cuántos números hay apuntados? Entonces, ¿cuál es la probabilidad de sacar
This is basic probability.
Even numbers, because if we write down all the numbers, if we write down, it's easier if we write all the numbers. Are you writing anything down? See? So which ones are even? You obviously have to start in calculator, so write it down. And it makes it. Which one's not written? Okay. The number out of how many total numbers everyone is right. Now we just make simple. Odd numbers are 1 and 3. I mean, so how many numbers are even? How many are total numbers? So, ¿cuántos? 27 try. How many are there? It's just like it takes. Now I'm gonna answer this question. Less than 5.
Hold on, let me fix the screen. It's probably the weather.
Number 2. Ahí go. Número 3, ¿cuántos números 3 será? ¿No? So which one? Okay. Okay.
Entonces, ¿cuál es la respuesta?
Okay. ¿Cuál es la probabilidad de sacar 1 a 4? ¿Cuál es la probabilidad de sacar 1?
No, he got a couple wrong by mistake. He wasn't paying attention to it when he was clicking on. He didn't do it on purpose.
¿Cuál es la probabilidad de sacar 1? ¿Cuántos números hay? I want to know.
He goes, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose.
Hay 3 números. ¿Cuál es el total a más? Estoy olvidando.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on because I want to make sure to give you time to do any makeup work today. Okay, so pulse check real quick. Did everybody's slide move? Did it get kind of frozen? Okay, so for right now, you're just going to have to look at my screen because it says internet connection. I think it's because of the weather. It's not doing so great. So go ahead and clamshell your computer and then just have your notebook out. You can put your computer off to the side. And since you can see it for the... And I'm going to keep writing it on the board for the people at home. Hope that it works. Okay, so people at home, can you see my second slide? Because if you can't, then that creates problem number 2. Yes, you can? Okay, perfect. So Alicia has a number cube labeled 1 through 6. Okay, so I have some computers that aren't clamshell. I should see it clamshell. So not closed all the way, but just a little bit. She has a number cube labeled 1 to 6. She will roll the number cube 1 time. What is the probability Alicia will roll a 3 or a 4? So we're looking at simple probability first. We're looking at one event. Santiago, you're going to have to refresh and make sure that you are on the right day. So we have a number cube. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What is the probability that she will roll a 3 or a 4? Go ahead and solve it in your notebooks. Go ahead and solve in your notebooks. Yair, where's your notebook? Grab a piece of paper, my friend. We've got to be proactive.
¿Cuál es la probabilidad de que 3 son 4? ¿Cuántos?
It's perfect.
¿Y dónde está la probabilidad? ¿Cuántos números son? Pon aquí,
I always keep a couple sharp 3 or 4. And then I got a sharp 10 other ones there just in case.
Entonces, también.
No, no, no. Remember, it's simple probability, so don't think too outside of the box. Okay, good. Simplify. Good. Simplify and everything. High five. Solo? Sí. You see this solo? Oh, okay, even better, like 2 high fives.
3 or 4.
Perfect. How's it going? Okay, now don't get confused. How many 3s and 4s are there? Huh? How many 3s? How many 4s? Think how many? Huh? Just tell me how many there are, how many what should that make? That makes 2 out of how many total numbers that you pick number 2 has 6. So it'd be 2 out of 6. Okay. So probability of rolling a 3 or a 4. How many 3s are there? There's 1 3. How many 4s are there? 1. So in total, how many 3s or 4s are there? 2 out of how many numbers total? 6. You gotta simplify, which gives us 1/3. Perfect. 1/3 C. Santiago, I'll share it one more time, but if you still can't see it, you're gonna have to leave and then come back. Because I shared it while you were already on there. Side note, I told my kids last week that on Thursday I was gonna dress up like Fat Santa in pajamas. Okay, so this is the one that we printed out for you and is on your desk. I'm gonna come around and glue. Once I glue it in, I want you to start reading it. Even if I haven't glued it, start reading it and underlining. Start reading and underlining. Start reading and underlining important information.
Come on, Jenny. Look up. Let's see if she comes in the house. Ruby, is yours blue?
Okay, so it says Jenny is getting dressed for school. She has 2 pairs of pants. 1 pair of brown pants, 2 pairs of blue pants in her closet. She also has 2 pink shirts and 3 blue shirts in her closet. Without looking, Jenny pulls out 1 pair of pants and 1 t-shirt from her closet. What is the probability that Jenny pulls out a pair of black pants and a t-shirt? So Jenny has a lot of clothes. Jenny has 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of black pants, 1 pair of brown pants, 2 pairs of blue pants. She has 2 pink t-shirts and 3 blue t-shirts. What is the probability that she pulls out a pair of black pants and a pair of blue pants? So, let's look at this one way. So this is kind of similar to a question that we looked at last week. So I know that Jenny has all these pants, right? She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pants, right? So I'm going to do this one way, and then maybe we'll look at another way. So she's got pants, and she's got shirts. right? She's got, this is not going to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 1 black, 2 black. She's got a brown because Miss Pernas doesn't have the color, so we're not going to color it in. And she's got 2 blue pants. Then shirts. She's got a pink shirt. Let's see if there's any pink up there. Not really. We'll make it sort of orangey. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 here too. So we've got 5. She's got 2 pink shirts. And then she's got 3 blue shirts. So what's the probability she'll pick out a pair of black pants and a pair of blue t-shirts? So when we see that keyword, and, are we adding or multiplying? We are what? I can't hear you. Multiplying. That means we're multiplying. So I'm looking at pants multiplying by shirts. Well, what's the probability that I'll get a black pair of pants? How many black pants are there? 2 black pants. Out of how many pants? 5 pants. So remember, we're looking at pants and shirts. So then how many blue t-shirts are there? How many? 3 out of how many total t-shirts? 5 t-shirts. So I'm looking at pulling pants and t-shirts. So I just drew the little picture to kind of give us an idea. Or you could have done black pants. Don't laugh at my pants. And then I've got brown pants that are going to be red. So just to get an idea. I wish it had been skirts because then it's just a big rectangle. So as I multiply across, what is my new numerator? When I multiply, what do I have? What? What's 2 times 3? 6 over 25. So make sure when you're multiplying, you multiply both. You don't just do the top and then the bottom stays as 5. Make sure you're paying close attention to that. I see some people writing and some people not writing. Just making sure I get attendance. Okay, I'm giving you 30 more seconds and we're moving on. Are we good with the top? Can I erase? Yes, no, maybe? People who are done are saying yes, go, move on. Okay, do me a favor, open your laptop and check to see if it's working now. Is it still nothing? Refresh it. Because mine's not getting that error anymore on top. I've got one who's got it. Ish.
No, I.
Hair was straight, and I got rained on, and I was all curled up.
See, I didn't even know it was gonna rain. I'm glad I didn't wash my hair. Washed it and put gel on it. Okay, you're fine. Go ahead and close your laptops. I just wanted to check. Okay, so it says in a bag, there are 5 cards numbered 1 through 5. Each time a card is randomly selected, it is replaced in the bag. What is the probability? Marcia will select an even numbered card first and then an odd numbered card. So I'm going to go ahead and read it one more time and underline. But again, you're going to do this one on your own in your paper. So in a bag, there are 5 cards numbered 1 through 5. So I've got 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each time a card is selected, it is replaced in the bag. What is the probability Marcia will select an even numbered card first and an odd numbered card second? And tells us we're doing what? We're multiplying. So go ahead and find your probability, even, odd. Make sure you're paying attention to the numbers. We have 1 through 5. It's not a number cube. Yeah, here, you're doing it on your paper. Not scribbling on your screen. I thought page number 2 was good, but when I read it and then I read it here and I'm like, oh.
Multiplicación.
Okay, se recibe cuál es la probabilidad de poder un número con par y un número sin par. I like sin par mejor que sin par. Nada más hay 2. Sí, ¿verdad? ¿Cuáles son sin par? Julian Pan.
5 por 5 es 5. Claro, pues porque está multiplicando. Solo en la suma y en la resta, si el denominador es el mismo, se queda igual. Pero la multiplicación multiplica. Ahora, ¿cuál es el número de infancia? Miren, ¿por qué tienes que ser realista? No solo tienes que ser here. Entonces, agregamos. Ahora está bien. Sí,
Okay, nice. So, what's my first probability? 2/5. What about my odds? What is it? 3/5. And then I multiply. 2 times 3 is 5 times 5 is 25. Remember, it's not 5 like we're adding. It's 25 like we're multiplying. So we've got 6/25. Perfect. Let's look at one more. Okay, this one says, Julie is shopping at the supermarket for bread and jam. She purchases 2 kinds of breads, baguettes, and do not judge how I say this, ciabatta, and 2 kinds of jams, strawberry and raspberry. Which list shows all possible combinations of bread and jam Julie can make from her purchases? I'm going to read it one more time and underline it. I want to make sure I'm making this very clear. Julie is shopping at the supermarket for bread and jam. She purchases 2 kinds of breads. 2 kinds of bread. Baguette and ciabatta. And 2 kinds of jams. Strawberry and raspberry. Which list shows all possible combinations? So when our question asks all possible combinations, that means we are either going to make a list, or we're going to create a table, or we're going to create a tree diagram. So I want you to choose one of those and create it on your paper. And then choose the correct answer. I want you to create one of those 3 and choose the correct answer. There should not be you just circling the correct answer. I need to see a diagram of some sort. You're doing it on your paper. Yair, that's towards you. On your paper. Unless you need more paper, you know where it is. If you're going to do like breads and jams, remember your top is going to be bread, or you could do the jams, and then your branch would be the second choice. Okay, so maybe it would be baguette and then ciabatta, and your branches would be jams.
And with this bread, this bread would have
Halfway to that.
right.
One go back onto the table.
the second bread. Right? So that's
Don't
two
know
ways
what
of
it
approaching it.
Okay, us
Then,
two.
like, so if you are what you want to try, then try one of those, okay? How you doing?
Strawberry,
You want to do the Okay, so you need to have frosting top.
On the bread are there? Big fun?
There's two types of breads, there's baguette and ciabatta. So remember, if we have two, we call it, because this one here, we call this our jelly stuff.
Kilos, cremas, or jams. What do you call a jam?
Yeah, that's what it is. So if you need 3 columns, you need 2 lines, if you need 5 columns, you need 4 lines. Does that make sense? So if one less line, you lose
Well,
one
the-
column.
Like, you got it and it looks good.
But no, that's fine. So you'll have baguette, which is a pea, or you have ciabatta, which is seed. Okay, and if you leave this one blank, you can just kind of shade it, and then down here, you'll put your different fillers and jams. And then you'll combine like this, so pea with whatever. That will be your different combinations.
Let's check it out. Okay, so right here.
Okay, so this is a good start. So the thing is you have these 2 types of bread, and what are we gonna put on our bread? Jam. So each bread has to have each one of those types of jams. So here, if you've got 3 jams, this one needs to have 3 jams, and then this one needs to have 3 jams. And then the combinations would be bread, baguette with this jam, baguette with this jam, baguette with this jam. Does that make sense? Okay, so keep going. You started it correctly.
Okay, so as I'm coming around, I see I see people doing tables and I see people doing tree diagrams. So I'm not gonna start by doing the list. I think the biggest error that we're seeing is the following. So take a look up here for a second. So even if you're not done, just look up here real quick. So the biggest thing that I'm seeing when I'm coming around with our table is this. So I have people doing, they're either putting baguette, then they're doing, I don't even know how to spell it, ciabatta, and then they're doing strawberry, and then they're doing raspberry, and then they're doing baguette and strawberry. Okay. When you do a table, you need to make sure that you have 2 choices right here. You have breads and you have jams. So the top is going to be one of your choices. So like I'm going to choose breads. And the side is going to be my second choice. So jams. So then what I'm going to do is my top line is going to be, well, what are my breads? I have baguette and I have ciabatta. And then what are my jams on the side? I have strawberry and I have raspberry. So this is how we start our table. This should be your very first step. Because then I also see people that are kind of starting it the right way. They have the top like that, but then they don't have this line right there. And then that's also, it's going to mess you up. Because then you start combining baguette and strawberry, baguette and raspberry, then ciabatta and strawberry, ciabatta and raspberry. So now you have your combinations. How many combinations do I have? How many? 4. So now I can go in here and say, oh, okay, so this doesn't work because, is that 4? No, so A doesn't work. Is my answer B? No, because it's only 2. So then I'm going to check C. Well, I have BS, I have BR, I have CS, I have CR. Well, that looks right. And D doesn't work because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's way too many. So my answer would be C. But if you're having trouble with the table, then you need to make sure that you write it down now correctly. And for those of you doing a tree diagram, I'm going to go ahead and do that as an example now too, because I want to make sure you have both. Because I feel like we're also getting confused with that one. And you will need to make one tomorrow. Okay, am I good to erase or a few more seconds? A few more seconds? Yes? I'm going to take the look as a yes, a few more seconds. You need to close that thing because you and it are both getting on my last nerve this morning. Okay, tree diagram people. You have breads and jams, right? You have 2 options. You have option 1, you have option 2. My option 1 is what? What is it? Is it breads or jams? Let's do breads. Do not put breads. You need to name your breads as the top row. So my breads are baguette and ciabatta. So I don't have breads and jams. That's not my top row. I have baguette and ciabatta. And then from my breads, I can put jams on them. So what jams can I put on my baguette? Good, I can put strawberry or I can put raspberry. What jams can I put on my ciabatta? Strawberry and raspberry, same thing. So notice option 1 is my breads. Option 2 is my jams. But I'm not writing the words breads and jams. So same thing I did with the last one, which was the table. I have baguette and strawberry, baguette and raspberry. I have ciabatta and strawberry, and I have ciabatta and raspberry. So that would just be the way that I'd figure out which one I'm choosing. Okay, so I'm stopping right here. If you are done writing it down, you can go ahead and make your way to today's classwork. If you are done with today's classwork, then you may work on anything you're missing from last week. Oh, I did. You weren't in here when I said it, but I left all of last week's assignments open. Are we good? Can I erase? I don't know in this class. Well, second block was my quietest group. I was wrong. Why can't we be awake for my class?